My name is Charity Muth, and this is the YouTube video for the board making project for exceptional learners. Don't really know how to construct this video. Had sent my picture schedule separately in an attached email, which I will also try to include as a Word document when I submit the link for this video. The way that I constructed my day was to divide the day into the morning half and then into the afternoon half. And so the picture board, I don't know if you can see, the picture board starts with first thing in the morning, hanging up the bag or the jacket, moving to journaling, which is kind of a bell work, a structured activity to do. Math would be next, restroom break, followed by science, recess break, and then finally at lunch. The afternoon schedule would look like after lunch reading, writing and spelling, again a restroom break, social studies, recess, pack your bag, and to home. And the structure of my day that I did for the purposes of this project is pretty vague. I think that there are several modifications or changes that could be made specifically for that student, specifically with pictures or language or boards that they have understood or that have worked for them in the previous year. And this doesn't account for non-structured activities like art that happens once a week, or does not count for field trips or guest speakers or anything that may be out of the routine. I did also include sort of a picture board for the restroom, which I think should be posted in every restroom, but starting with waiting in line, actually using the restroom, turning on the water, using soap, rubbing your hands together, throwing away the trash, and turning off the lights. Again, I think that is a pretty simple way of explaining the bathroom process, which there also could be a picture board for the recess process, or what it looks like for bell time or circle work. And I wasn't for sure if that is something that we needed to do as well. Additionally, if the student goes to the resource room, there may be a separate picture board that may need to be included to address things that happen in the resource room that do not happen in the traditional classroom. Likewise, there could probably be a separate picture board for recess and the responsibilities of recess. So I think that this project, while my presentation is very generic and very vague, I think that the actual application of providing pictures for students that have impaired communication could be very specific, could be very detailed, could be very oriented to what that student needs or how that student speaks or the areas in which that child may present with deficiencies to assist them in being successful at school. So absent of having a specific student to sort of model this around, or a specific classroom to model this around, the work that I am submitting, again, is very generic. And I think that the picture board is a good idea, and pictures are good in a classroom irregardless of any kind of limitations that any student may have, especially for those that are in the lower level grades that are perhaps getting familiar with the school routine. Even a child that does not have any kind of limitations or is not an exceptional student would benefit from being able to see how the day is going to go in pictures versus not having that. That being said, not for sure what class level, grade level this would be relevant to. I did structure the time around something similar to a 5th grade curriculum, because I think if it were for kindergarten or 1st grade, things would look much different. The tasks would look much different. There would be probably more time for engaged in maybe play learning or exercising or napping or longer lunches. So this is designed around a higher level elementary grade, again designed around maybe a higher functioning student, but absent of having a specific student in mind, this is what I created.